You care to say something else?
Come on, man. You don't just leave it at that.
I was waiting for the bell.
But so you can pause yourself too.
How have y'all?
Oh yeah, pause. Yeah.
How have y'all
go ahead.
been feeling about him though? Like I've watched probably 30 minutes of just episodes with him, just all around.
Yeah.
You know, which isn't a lot, but it's enough because he talks a lot. Like when they're talking about things, he has a lot to say. He's very knowledgeable in situations.
Anybody named Marc Lamont Hill, is bound to have an opinion.
Yeah,
bound to have an opinion.
Yeah, but I can't catch him though. I can't catch his vibe or his character.
You know
what I
know,
mean?
you just don't know if you like him or not.
Nah,
that's
really
what it boils down.
Yeah,
you can't tell if he's completely on your side.
Yeah,
and you don't want to just get behind somebody that'll come out and say something.
And I don't know. I'm happy to say that Marc Lamont Hill is. I have an exact 50-50 feeling in terms of him, which is why I enjoy Marc Lamont Hill because sometimes he says shit. I'm like, this nigga is on drugs, and then the other time I'll be like, I'm with you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of every time I watch him, I don't know which way I'm gonna feel about it by the end. I don't know if I'm gonna think this nigga looks stupid or I'm like he's cooking shit.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that at least about it.
Depends on if
and you know you do have to appreciate it because at least he can move. The needle.
Yeah, which is honestly, it's a great addition because
just saying.
He's
if I can watch you and you say something and I'm not bored, I can either just violently disagree or just be like, I kind of see what you're saying, nigga. That's important, especially when you're a broadcaster.
Nah, man, I wish I need to watch like a Marc Lamont history video, like to see like his upbringing and his past. I don't know anything about him other than like the last few years.
We can do a little background real quick. Go to that wiki, that about right there.
What color is his wife? Does anybody know?
He's not married, I don't think.
Okay.
This is a good clip. They were kind of going in on niggas, but no, we're not going to watch this right now. We're going to read Marc Lamont Hill's bio. Yeah, zoom in on that thing. Marc Lamont Hill is an American academic, author, activist, and television personality. He is a professor of urban education at the CUNY Graduate Center in New York City. Hill is the host of Upfront and All 𝙿𝙻𝙰𝙽.
Oh shit!
English.
𝙿𝙻𝙰𝙽.
𝙿𝙻𝙰𝙽, VH1 Live on VH1 and Basketball Wives reunion shows. I didn't know he was doing those. He is also a BET news correspondent. Click that wiki. He's got some more shit going on.
This nigga on 𝙿𝙻𝙰𝙽.
Oh yeah.
I always felt like
it's picking up from there. Previously, he hosts on a syndicated TV show, Our World with Black Enterprise, the host of HuffPost Live, and a political commenter for CNN and Fox News. In November 2018, Hill was fired from his position at CNN after receiving criticism for remarks he made about the United Nations on Israel-Palestine conflict. CNN gave no reason for the firing.
Oh, this dude, I think he had like a debate with Patrice O'Neal on Fox News once.
He's too... Really?
Look it up.
I feel like he wasn't
he was
active
there.
yet.
I'm pretty sure.
Nah, yeah, he was
during
there.
the nappy-headed host situation.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there. You gotta go to YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, go to YouTube.
Yep.
Oh, in this?
Skip in the middle.
Yeah, with the Don Imus
to when it's like four
yeah,
people.
Keep going. Yeah, right there.
They end up having.
Oh shit! Go back to when they first started bringing the correspondents in. I think there was one before that. Yep, it was. Yeah, go back, do a little lead in. Yeah.
He admits it was wrong, outrageous. These are his words, not mine. Over the top. He has apologized. He's promised to make good. He's now been suspended. Should he be? Are you saying you want him fired?
Absolutely. I think I'm happy that CBS has stood up. I'm happy that the network NBC has stood up and said, look, this is punishable, and they're giving him 2 weeks. But 2 weeks is insufficient. We cannot allow this type of thing to happen. Giving him 2 weeks only enables someone else to do the same thing. All the attention he's garnered, all the promotion he's going to get, all the free publicity. They say no publicity is bad publicity. He's going to have a job. At the end of the day, he should not.
There's no way that and then we'll get back to you, Patrice. Armstrong?
Well, listen. What he said was disgusting. It was a horror. It was terrible. It's very offensive. But the sad news is that this is what Don Imus does. He said things about Venus and Serena Williams. He said things about Gwen Ifill. He said things about others.
Should he be
talked about
fired?
his bosses. He's talked about Jews. He talks about everybody. This is what he does.
Armstrong and Talon, welcome back to our show. Do you think it's appropriate
may I finish? I did not interrupt
CBS?
you. I did not interrupt you. May I finish?
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. He talked about all these people. They have allowed this to go on. I don't believe in censorship. I believe in the ultimate freedom of speech. I think the marketplace should decide. Certainly, CBS Radio and everyone else has a right to suspend him, to send a message that after many warnings, they will not tolerate this any longer. But firing him, and then the other thing we're doing, we're setting another precedent. Don Imus is not the only shock jock who uses
like
this
10
kind of
seconds. I was about to say,
terminology.
skip the
When you use
This is
Don
actually
Imus,
kind of funny.
Let's fire all of them.
It's actually kind of funny too because in 2018, that's what he got fired for saying something.
Something else.
About
Yeah.
Israel, we just, he
Oh
just
yeah,
got
about
fired.
the Israelite shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
do remember
he's on
that.
here talking about, I think we should fire that nigga. It's
yeah.
kind of funny that of all clips, this one.
That's probably what got him fucked up. But
Hey, he made his own
and
bed.
I don't know if he explained the context of this, but like back in the day, Don Imus, like he essentially called black women nappy-headed hoes, or referred to one of them as that.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
people were calling for him to get canceled and fired and all that.
Exactly.
Shit.
Gotcha.
And Patrice O'Neal was on here defending the right.
Is Don Imus a comedian?
Radio
Is
host.
that why-
Radio,
okay. Oh, yeah.
broadcast.
And
Yeah.
Patrice
Like the Howard
was in
Howard
radio.
Stern.
So, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Play it.
All of them.
Hold on, Armstrong.
Let's fire all of them then. I have no problem
And
with it.
then what?
Are you offended?
I'm not a because
You're not
first of all, nobody except for me and the good doctors under 60, and none of you know what funny is. Like
Yeah.
the doctor.
Was that fun? Was it funny? What I
To
said?
say
funny to me.
nappy-headed
Was it funny?
hoe
Was it funny?
is hilarious. But in
Well, that's
context
tragic.
of
Hold on.
in context of a comic, you should be able to explore any words you want to say. He messed up.
Would it be different if a black person said it?
Of course. I can say nappy-headed hoe all day.
You're
But
right.
I want to be able to call white girls straight-headed hoes anytime I feel like
Right.
it. Anytime.
Would you?
Of course.
And should you be punished for it?
Of course not.
Right. So, Dr. Hill, are we overreacting here? I mean, look, what he said was inappropriate, was wrong, he's apologized. At what point do we say, okay, how about a little forgiveness? He's, been contrite. He went on Reverend Sharpton's show today. He
I
realizes
didn't
he
find
did
him
wrong.
contrite on Reverend
Do we keep
Sharpton's show.
punishing the guy?
He's crying.
Well, first let me say I didn't find him contrite on Reverend Sharpton's show.
very
I found him
contrite.
arrogant. I found him somewhat belligerent.
What do you want? You want
and
blood?
his "you people" comment to me really underscored the fact that he's not all that apologetic, and that deep beneath him is a severe character flaw that's directly connected
We
to
all have
racism.
character flaws.
Doctor, do you think...
Absolutely. And if your character flaws were uttered in such a way that they cause severe abuse to people in full public view on a
Mark
daily
Gilbert.
basis,
Yo, you
which
wanna
some
know
may
what's
Do
argue,
you know that anybody
I
was
would
really
argue that they should be
abused here?
fired.
Was anybody really abused here?
Absolutely. I think that's what we need to look at black women in their particular position in America. When they're referred to as hoes, when they're referred to as the B word on a constant basis, we need to challenge that. Not just when it comes from Don Imus, when it comes from anyone.
All right,
But
now,
we
you know what?
speak-
You know what,
N
dude?
word
But listen, if we
Mark,
start challenging
Mark
that
has
word,
that
right?
like pause real
and-
quick.
and-
He has that Floyd Mayweather face.
He does.
And
He
even
really
his like
does.
speech, like just like I don't know. I'm
Damn,
just about to go
I
out there
never
and get
seen
him.
that before.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but he's the long-headed Floyd Mayweather, not the short face.
Them niggas
Yeah,
could
he'd
be, they
be-
could be
he'd be
related
easier
though, for
to-
sure.
Yeah, they could be related, but it's
Yeah.
long-headed version.
You don't have a head movement.
But yep, history.
But yeah, so this is like one of the, he's going head to head with Patrice O'Neal. Patrice wouldn't fuck with this nigga. But I'll never forget, as like, I guess everybody has that one thing that they say, especially commenters. Like when you're this type of commenter, social justice,
Yeah.
political, everybody has something that you've heard them say that has you like, I don't fuck with that nigga. Like, or
Yeah.
like this person is retarded. You know, like it's just no matter what side you're on, has that moment. And you'll have more of those moments if you're actually moderate and saying bullshit on both sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'll never forget his conversation with Candace Owens about trans. The trans conversation with Candace Owens, that shit was crazy. I was like, this nigga's on drugs.
I don't remember his viewpoint, but I can imagine.
As far left as you could possibly
You
think.
can
Yeah.
imagine based off her viewpoint.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it
just
was
opposite.
Yeah.
two pillars on either side holding straw. It was crazy. It was crazy, my nigga. Matter of fact, pull that up because we're just gonna keep this in the Marc Lamont Hill section, just about him being added
Yeah, Mark been out
to the
here for a
section,
minute.
and then we'll roll over to the Mark and Queen's flip and M4 and all that shit moment.
He's
after
got a
that.
lot of videos as a broadcaster.
Yeah, just
What
what
did
is
it do?
trans too, because we got to get right to it. Unless that was on a short bit.
what does it do to your reputation if you got so much film and you getting bodied in conversations and debates? Like, you know, like how you could watch a Skip Bayless
just hover over for a second.
Low light reel of him just saying the most dumbest shit that's obviously been proved wrong.
Everybody has a Shaq and a Fool mixtape,
but some people have enough. Some people have more lowlights than highlights.
Yeah, and I mean,
oh, for sure.
That's just what it is. But you only have to you just got to make the right shots. You get what I mean? And sometimes Marc is right, like, because he's intelligent.
You're just saying that because you think he's smart. But when has he been right that you know of?
I've heard him say right shit.
That's what I'm saying. He's had right sentiments that I can't repeat on stand right now.
But you so correct. You didn't even have to.
Well, it was just like right sentiments. Like I feel that, Marc, and that could be.
This look like?
That's definitely it. That is it for sure.
Good one, Mac.
Good one, Mac.
But finding the segment though, it's gotta be there. It's gotta be. This shit was crazy. It was just what
I was. He's got on a Harriet Tubman jacket.
This going up?
Fire.
Yeah, Candace is with the shits. I remember what it was. It was Can Men Get Pregnant? That's what it was.
Oh man.
Go to the history tab.
How do you lose that? How's anybody
far left
debate?
Go to the left right there.
How'd you not remember that title? That's a crazy ass.
It's a reaction because I don't know where the timestamp is. That very first one. I don't know where the actual timestamp is in the thing. All right, go back. Just the beginning of them talking, not this nigga. Shout out to him though, because he has the clip.
Hey, mixed nigga.
Mixed ginger.
Yeah.
He would be
Hawaiian.
Can men give birth?
Sometimes. That's my answer. Yes.
And the answer that is crazy. And this is we cannot. It's just crazy. We cannot allow this to happen.
But you wouldn't say the definition of being a woman is the ability to give birth.
And I'm not saying.
Wait a second, y'all. He can't be serious. Is he for real?
Nah. Can men give birth?
Sometimes. That's my answer. Yes.
And the answer that is crazy. And this is we cannot.
It's
just crazy. We cannot allow this to happen.
But you wouldn't say the definition of being a woman is the ability to give birth.
And I'm not saying it, but only women can give birth is a factually true statement. Only women can give birth. There's only one type of human being
only
that
people
can
with
give
uteruses and vaginas
and can give birth. Only women can give birth.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Birth. I'm not. And here's what I think we're talking past each other. What I'm saying is, I'm not disputing the fact that certain body parts yield certain kinds of possibilities, right? What I'm disagreeing with is the idea that is the measure of whether or not you're a man or a woman in society.
Okay, but it is now come to a point where if you say that only women can give birth, you are called a bigot. That is crazy. That's nuts. If you say, like J.K. Rowling did when she got canceled by the Harry Potter cast, that only women can menstruate, okay? Can men get their period? Can you help my audience? Can men get their period?
Some can.
Okay.
Yeah, trans men. There's some trans men who can. And again,
we for real gonna do this today, huh?
So yeah,
Kamala looks astounded.
And this lasted
that's
for
like saying I believe in ghosts.
Yeah, this lasted for like 15, 20 minutes or whatever like that. Yeah, I believe in ghosts. But
I'm about to say, yeah. I knew this nigga believed in ghosts.
You don't believe in ghosts?
Nah.
That shit is alive.
I believe
nigga.
A ghost and spirits are the same thing, right?
I'm counting them as the same.
I count them as the same.
Yeah.
And they both kind of,
But long story short, this is the moment that I think of Marc Lamont Hill. But then he's also said shit where I'm like, this nigga's cooking shit. So hey, I like him. He's a great. I mean, he's been popping for a long time for a reason.
And he's not a 5%.
I think it might be Dr. Hill too.
He's not a 5%er, or is he connected to Israelites?
No.
Any other organization?
His vocabulary would be vastly different.
I think I think so.
He'd win a lot more of these debates.
because they don't lose.
Science.
They don't lose, nigga.
He's got ammunition. Today's mathematics, nigga. You can't argue
they don't lose. The Israelites, their point is the final point at all times. Shit. No matter what you tell them.
Especially if you're a white woman.
Especially, talking to them. Goodness.
Shit, sorry.
I feel like some spit came out.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I had to cover my Red Bull.
All right, so speaking of that,